All right, you can have the money, you can have the money. Hammersmith, welcome.
Thank you very much. That was a
great reception.
Fantastic. What a fantastic
None of us got
crowd.
that, you know.
Well, I mean, you just don't have the whatever it takes.
Charm, style, charisma.
Basically.
Listen, looking at the video there, it doesn't look like England at all.
Oh, it is England. It's the Lake District. I mean, I haven't been up there for years and years. I've forgotten how beautiful, in fact, England can be. The trouble is, you know, it rained a lot, although fortunately rain doesn't really register on film that much. So we got away with it. But after 5 days, I think 3 days, it was really nasty weather. It's a lovely place.
It was always raining the Lake.
The only thing I find funny about that video, there's a baby that flies around, but I can see the wires. Ridiculous.
Listen, during the week we went down to Bisham Abbey, where they had lots and lots of kids playing tennis from all over the country, and some of them were fantastic. And what was the whole thing behind this thing?
Well, I mean, as you know, because you participated in the first one we did, I organised a pro celebrity tennis tournament to raise money, in fact, for grants. But perhaps for young kids who come from areas where perhaps tennis is not played a lot, and also maybe dad can't afford 15 quid an hour, because let's face it, you know, if a child of this age, for instance, has potential, it's going to cost a coach and courts at least 15 quid an hour, and they're going to play a minimum of an hour a day, and it's a lot of money. So I thought that if we could help out by perhaps raising money for a grant, then, I don't know, you see, some of these kids are 14, say. In 5 years' time, it's just feasible that they may qualify for Wimbledon or something like that, and I thought, what a thrill. You and I would have participated in someone's career.
It's actually nice having done the tennis down at Brighton to then see these kids in action actually using the money that's been raised by the charity.
Well, that's right. It was great to see it come to fruition, because we talked about it for quite a while, and then we've done 2 of the actual tennis tournaments, and we're going to do another one this year too.
Which is 21st of December?
21st of December, you and I are on it. I hope you're brushing up.
Otherwise, to practice. You're out every day playing, I know.
I'm determined to win it again. I mean, if McEnroe was in it, I think he'd have trouble.
I think he will. I'm going to be practicing between now and December. And it's the 21st, and it's down at Brighton at the Conference Centre.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So if you want to come along and watch us in action, see my fairy-like serve, then you're very welcome.
The box office is open, by the way.
It is?
Yeah. They've already started selling tickets.
With full supporting cast.
Yep.
018118055 if you want to have a chat to Cliff later about anything about Time, the musical, about tennis tournament, whatever. 018118055 a wee bit later on. And you're going to come on the pop panel too, aren't you?
I will indeed, yeah.
Look at some videos.
Okay.
Great. Ah, my telephone is ringing. Hello? Yep. Yes, it's good. It's talking in the ear. Oh, before the next item, we're actually we're going to go over to the Wogan studio apparently for a special announcement from Terry. What was your act again, son?
Well, I'm trying to put something together. You know what I mean?
With balls.
Yeah.
Juggler.
Juggling.
Yeah,
Well, you did that thing with
I might be better at juggling, actually.
Listen, the musical Time opens in April.
Yes.
Doesn't it, in London? How's that coming on? Because we've heard about it, but don't know too much about it.
Well, there's going to be an album first, you see, and hopefully the album will be out in time to sort of hit the Christmas period. Although my character sings 8 or 9 songs, Dave Clark, who's the producer of the project, wanted to have an album that's full of different artists. So Julian Lennon has done 3 of the songs, Dionne Warwick has done a couple of songs, Ashford and Simpson, I've done 3 of them. Now, I've recorded my 3. I mean, my first one's already in the charts, folks. But once the album gets going, then we'll start rehearsals in January, and in April we'll open. So it's going really well at the moment.
So what's the character you play? What's his name?
His name is Chris Wilder. He's a rock and roll singer, and he by accident gets beamed up to space, into space, and is confronted by Time Lords who are going to obliterate the Earth. And basically the story is about him having to defend the Earth to prove that we actually are worth saving.
You could be the new Flash Gordon.
I am the new Flash Gordon.
Right, and that starts when, April the...
Well, at the moment they've said April the 9th, but I mean, obviously it'll be around that period. It'll not be before, I shouldn't think. But
and you've got a Christmas single as well coming out.
Well, I've recorded 3 of the songs. The first one is She's So Beautiful. There's another song that we'll release probably mid-November, which will be in time for the Christmas period. And then I'll have another single out in March, which hopefully, again, if that could chart, then we could start the show with 3 hits. Yeah. Maybe more, because if Julian Lennon's done it, I mean, he's got such a big following, he might have success too, so we could end up having 4 or 5 big hits.
Great, super. Okay, we'll take some calls on 018118055, and we have Julia Gibbs. Hello?
Hello?
Where are you calling from, Julia?
Cheltenham.
From Cheltenham, Spa Country. You're through to Cliff.
Yes.
Hi, Julia.
Hello.
Hi.
Over the years, you must have collected so much clothes, so can you tell what eventually became of them?
Well, I do get a load of clothes, and I tend to keep them for a while. And the funny thing is, if you wait long enough, they come back into fashion. I mean, I've had this for about 8 weeks now. And, well, what I do, I get requests, you know, from charitable organisations to send things in that they auction to raise money. So a lot of the clothes that I've bought in the past, once I've worn them on stage or something, I tend to parcel them off and they get auctioned off. So that's what we do.
Thank you.
So if you want the old clothes, you know, just write to us. All right, thanks for your call. Bye. And Louise Ashdown is on there. Hello, Louise. Hello, Louise.
Louise, are you there?
Speak it to me. Or you're just very quiet. Louise? Julia, we've got Julia instead. Julia Gibbs. Are you still there?
No, we've got nobody now, Mike.
We haven't got. We've got a Robert Wilkins. Robert Wilkins? Any takers? Is that you, Robert?
Yes.
Oh.
Jolly good.
Robert, what happened to Louise? Is she with you?
Nah.
Oh. Well, anyway, hello.
Was you a choir boy when you was younger, and what is your favourite hymn?
I was a choir boy, yes. I was brought up in India, you know, and I remember wearing those cassocks, are they called? A sort of red and white thing, and always looked very angelic. Of course, we all know that we're not. And so I was a choir boy, and my favourite hymn is When I Survey the Wondrous Cross, the old original When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. I love
It's a
that.
strange way to change the tunes. Sometimes you get there just about to sing, you think, I mean, everyone's singing a different tune here.
No. Well, they do try and keep abreast of the times, and I think sometimes change is good, but sometimes if you can't actually better what it was, I think it's best to leave it as it is.
What's your favourite hymn, Robert?
Praise my Soul, the King of Heaven.
Oh, praise my soul, the King of Heaven. Do you like that melody, or not the way not the way Mike and I are doing it? Is that the way you sing it?
Yes.
Oh, that's the song.
Oh, that's all right then. Listen, thanks for your call.
Could you block us to my mum, please?
Oh. There you are, Mother.
Robert, do you want a quick 10 points here?
Okay.
And a Superstore badge. Who wrote Schubert's Unfinished Symphony?
Pardon?
Who wrote Schubert's Unfinished Symphony? Think about that one. Who wrote Schubert's Unfinished Symphony?
Sherbet.
Schubert. No, well, yes, close. It was actually Schubert, but it's close enough. So we'll send you one of these badges, and I'll award you 10 points.
I shall
all
like
right?
these badges. Can I have one without answering questions?
Only you can answer a question.
Oh, gee, I'm going to
yes, put it back. Right, we'll send you that badge. Thanks for your call, Robert.
Okay.
And Suzanne McSweeney's on the line. McSweeney.
Hello?
McSweeney.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hello?
Hi.
Cliff,
Yeah?
even though you're a superstar, do you iron your own shirts?
Great.
Even though I'm a superstar, do I iron my own shirts? Well, I'm not sure about being a superstar, but no, I don't. I have to admit I don't. You know, there's a lady that comes and helps me sort of clean the house and everything, and she very kindly does my shirts for me. In fact, you know, I bought a suit the other day. It's made of parachute silk, and it's one of these modern fashionable things, and you wear it, you wash it and hang it up, and you wear it all creased. And when I came home, she said, I've had terrible trouble getting the creases out of your suit, and she'd ironed it smooth. Mind you, it looked all right smooth, but it wasn't meant to be smooth at all.
Great.
No, I don't iron my own stuff. Do you?
No, my mum does it.
Oh. Well, you must be a superstar as well, then.
Listen, thanks for your call.
Cliff, could you send me a signed photograph of you, please? And could you say hello to my best friend, Sarah Young?
What's
her name?
your best friend's name?
Sarah Young.
Sarah Young.
Hello, Sarah Young. And we'll try and get a...
Yes, we'll have your address. Yeah, we'll have your address,
okay.
so we'll send the picture off to you.
Right.
Thank you for your call.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Damien May's on the line. That's a nice name. Hello, Damien.
Hello.
You're through to Cliff.
Hello, Mike, and hello, Cliff. This is Cliff.
When did you first become involved with the new musical Time?
Pardon?
When did you first become involved with the new musical Time?
When did you
New
first become involved with Time?
Oh, with the new... Oh, I thought you were talking about a newspaper.
New Musical
New
Time.
Musical
New
Time.
Musical Times.
Well, in fact, it was a couple of years ago. Dave Clark, you're probably too young to remember Dave Clark. Even I'm too young to remember Dave Clark.
Dave who?
That's what I mean.
Yes,
No one
quite.
remembers Dave Clark. But he came to me a couple of years ago, having seen a gospel concert I was doing, and he said he had this idea for a musical. Was I interested? And at the time, of course, I couldn't have done it because I was so busy. But he very kindly put off the starting date. And so really, I suppose I've been involved in it for a couple of years in terms of me knowing about it. And but been more involved this year since we started to record the stuff and started to work on the script. And now we know we're going to open on April the 9th next year. So it's been a couple of years since I've known about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's writing the music?
Well, the music's written by various people. As you know, Stevie Wonder did the production of my first single, but he didn't write the song. It was written by a man called Hans Poulsen, who I know lives in Australia. There are at least 2 or 3 writers involved with the music of the show, and I haven't yet discovered who they all are. But it's not just one person, as quite often is the case with musicals.
Yeah, my sister's dying to speak. Can she talk to you?
Yes, have a great word with your sister.
Yes, quick.
Hello, Cliff.
Yes, hello, who's that?
I think you're gorgeous.
Oh,
come on.
Oh, honestly.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, you're only saying that because it's true.
No, you're really lovely. I really think you're nice. And could you say hello to my mum and my friend Debbie and my friend Denise, please?
Oh, Mum, Debbie and Denise, hi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. If we're quick, we can get Sharon Whelans in as well. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, is that the correct spelling of your name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did he say it right, though, Sharon?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because he normally gets things wrong like this.
Yeah.
Right, you've got a quickie to Cliff here.
Yes, what do you want to know?
If you were on a desert island, who would you like to be with and what book would you take?
Well, if I was with someone I wanted to be, I might not need a book, but never mind.
Be a tennis partner, wouldn't it, of some sort?
It would. Well, assuming there was a tennis court on the island,
Yeah.
I think I might still phone Sue Barker up and say, do you fancy a game of tennis? And as far as the book is concerned, I'd want to take my Bible. Because it'd take me a long time to get through that one.
Yeah.
Listen, thanks for calling. Sorry we haven't got time for any more, but we're running out of it.
Okay.
Time.
Bye.
Sorry, right. Okay, thanks. Sorry if you tried to get through it and couldn't, but we've got to get your bargain down, which you brought with you.
Yes, I did, yeah. I'll sign them now if you like. What if I could ask a question and someone who answers?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we've been talking about time all morning, really, which is very nice of you all. But does anybody know which theatre in the West End we're going to be running in? Because it is already picked, and it has actually been announced once, although obviously it's not been talked about a lot.
But there is a clue on the record, please. Sorry. Oh.
Anyway.
Say that. And the address is Saturday Superstore, BBC TV, London W12 8QT. There it is, as if by magic, Superstore. BBC TV, London W12 8QT, where, when it starts in April, is Time. Which theatre in London is it going to be appearing?
Quite a famous theatre.
It is famous. These goodies will be yours.
Yep.
And we'll be back to say goodbye in a moment. So, Cliff, thanks very much for coming on.
Okay, my new book, my new record. Signed, sealed and delivered.
Right. Wonderful. We'll be back to say goodbye in a moment. Right now, it's over to John.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone who's been in the store this morning. Goodbye from, goodbye from all of us. And goodbye from Vicky over in the coffee shop there.
Yay,
and all the gang. Okay, that's enough. Right, we'll see you next week at 9 o'clock. Don't forget the Fire Mounted before us. We're going to leave you with Godly and Cream and Golden Boy.